Hello everybody and welcome in our channel. Thank you very much for your love, thank you very much for your support. Here we are trying to change a little bit the things in the Greek table tennis scene and try to improve our game, pass our knowledge to you and shake things up. So this is our training hall, as you can see, and last night finished implementing basically the best of the best blades worldwide, W968. This is the blade most of the national Chinese team is using right now, and this is the most successful blade in the history of table tennis because this blade has been used and basically is still being used by Ma Long. It is very well balanced, W968, and we are talking about this blade, as you can see. Okay, here it's in the Revolution Free racket press. I will explain you why. So, as I said before, W968 is the most successful blade in the world because during the era of using it by Ma Long, since 2015, Ma Long simply took home every single victory. I mean, he managed to win 2 Olympic titles. He's the only male person ever in the history of table tennis to be able to succeed twice and gain a gold Olympic medal in the Olympic table tennis history. And also with the W968 blade, Ma Long managed to win 3 world titles, and he did all this with this blade, the original W968 blade, purchased from the best store in the world, best online store worldwide, tabletennis11.com. So if you are interested, have a look in the website tabletennis11.com and make sure you always purchase equipment from original DHS dealers, and basically as far as Europe is concerned, all the products that are purchased from tabletennis11.com, they are original. So, last night we finished implementing 2 blades, okay? And as you can see, after implementing these 2 blades, the W968 DHS blade, we used the racket free press. This is very useful, the Revolution Free racket press. Congratulations to the guys in the Revolution company. They are doing an excellent job and they are progressing the table tennis scene, and this is very good. They are helping us create perfection as far as the implementation of the Chinese rubbers have to do onto our blade. Also, you have to bear in mind that W968 DHS blade is used by 60 to 70% of the best Chinese table tennis athletes. Even nowadays, Ma Long is using this blade, and also top 5 in the world Chinese athletes are using this blade as well. So, as far as blade has to do, W968 is by far the best blade in the world. Now, last night we implemented W968 blade with the best rubbers in the world by far, DHS Ma Long original rubbers. Again, these rubbers as you can see, red and black. These rubbers have been purchased from tabletennis11.com, and these are the original, and as you can see from the packaging, we are talking about top quality equipment here. I mean, this is the Formula 1, of table tennis industry. So congratulations to DHS, excellent packaging, and congratulations to tabletennis11.com that is giving us the opportunity to purchase these items. Okay? So, also as you can see in our table, we have a black Haifu booster, okay? Again purchased from tabletennis11.com, and also we have our DHS glue purchased from tabletennis11.com. We used these rubbers. These rubbers are Hurricane Free Neo rubbers that are already boosted, are pre-boosted rubbers. All the Neo boosters, all the Hurricane Free Neo rubbers are pre-boosted. So these Hurricane Free Neo rubbers we used are already pre-boosted. So what we did is we added 2 more extra layers of booster, and we used this black Haifu booster. Okay? After finishing of boosting twice these rubbers, and in between each section of boosting we took our time, so we let the rubber become as flat as possible and then boost it again. Please make sure you don't boost it again before it has been flat, before it has gone completely to flat, because you will destroy it. Believe me, 100%. So we used our first layer, and then we used our second layer 2 days after it has gone completely flat, and around a week later, because here in Greece now we have very warm weather, so this is good. We don't have a lot of rainy conditions that will delay the process. The humidity is good, so we don't delay the process so much. Basically, if you boost once, after 2 days you can reboost in the warm weather. So basically in 2 weeks time you can have the rubbers ready to be glued and in excellent flat condition. Make sure before you glue your Chinese tacky rubbers they are as flat as possible. Otherwise you are risking of having them peeled off your blade in the corners. So after finishing boosting our rubbers, we used 2 times our DHS glue onto the rubbers and 1 time onto the blade, and we finished implementing. There is a lot of more information regarding these processes we are describing right now in our tutorial or podcast section in our channel. So let's have a look now how our blades have been transformed into the best table tennis racket in the world by far. After we finished last night the process, we used the Revolution Free racket press for around 10 hours in order to make sure that everything is as flat as possible and everything has been glued perfectly in all the surface. This is very useful for the Chinese table tennis rubbers. This is very useful. And also it can be used in a lot of other situations as well, when you are ungluing and regluing and doing some other processes regarding rubbers in the table tennis. But you have to make sure always you have a cover so you don't damage the rubbers. They must not be pressured in the wood directly. So, last night also, before we insert our blades onto the Revolution Free racket press, we measured the weight, and we are going to tell you the difference in a little while compared to today's weight. And after, we will see the tackiness. Also, please bear in mind that the tackiness, we're going to unpeel only the one blade, because the other blade we will be using it in around 1 month, so there's no need to peel off the cover, because if you take away the cover from the DHS Hurricane Free Neo rubbers, you are basically losing a lot of good characteristics that have been inside the rubber. And all the chemical components that of course are not detectable, and this is the beauty of the boosting process, that the boosting after a period of time is not detectable. Everybody is using it, so it's not forbidden. And all the artificial technology, I would say, that has been used inside the rubbers stays there as long as you don't take away the cover. So, this is the Revolution Free. When you first insert the blade, you just don't put a lot of pressure, You screw the clips, and when you feel it's okay, you leave it like this for some hours. So, now we unscrew the clips here, very easy to unscrew, okay, and we are going to check our blade. As you can see, this is our blade. We are talking about perfection, okay, look at it, okay, this is from last night, okay, this is the serial number, I don't know if you can see, this is a serial number of a blade, okay, and as you can see, the covers are here, okay? Never take away the covers, and if you do take away the covers and you want to pressure to use the racket press, then make sure you put some other covers in order not to damage your rubbers, okay? So, let's see the weight. Last night, the weight of number 7 blade was 197.29 grams. So, let's see today. $197.04 grams. So, as you can see, we have to write down everything. As you can see, we have a droppage of 0.25 grams. This is due to the fact that we have been using the racket press, and all this has been distributed all around the blade, and as time passes, always we are losing a little bit of weight. This is normal, this is very, very small, so we're having a 0.25 grams less. If now we take away our cover, okay, we have to see another weight. As you can see here, I take away the plastic cover. Look now, look how perfect. I mean, this is unbeaten, okay? Perfect. Rubbers, everything is glued perfectly, okay? And this is ready, you know, for action. Perfect blade, as you can see. Let's measure the weight now of this blade without the covers, and we will see a difference as well. $195.17. This means that around 2 grams is the seat cover of our rubbers, and so this is our blade, as you can see, perfectly implemented. And we will have a look now to see, before we use our Andro seat protection sheet to cover our rubbers, we are going to check out a little bit now the tackiness of these new rubbers. So let's have a look what is going on with the tackiness, okay? This is our DHS World Cup table tennis ball. So let's have a look to see the tackiness. Okay. As you can see, we are talking about perfection. This is the tackiness the way we want it, okay? Let's clean it a little bit. We are cleaning our rubbers using the NeoClean from Neotech company. Very useful, with sponge. Perhaps from tabletennis11.com. After finishing the check of our tackiness, we are using our cover in order to cover our rubbers. And today we are going to use the Andro cover from tabletennis11.com. Let's have a look. This is very good, as you can see. Very easy. And we are going to do the same for the red side as well. So we are ready now, and after applying, after we finish checking our tackiness, everything seems very good as far as tackiness has to do. We are going to be using our Andro seats in order to cover and protect our very expensive Chinese rubbers, the hurricane-free Neo Malong rubbers. So you have to make sure always you protect the Chinese table tennis hurricane-free Neo or hurricane-free rubbers, and you have to protect them by using protective seat. Perhast from tabletennis11.com. Let's have a look. This is how you cut your seats. And now let's do it in the other side as well, in the red side. Okay. Again, similar way. Make sure you always use your scissor this way so you don't damage the rubbers and the blade. Okay. So this is ready, okay? As you can see, this is our blade implemented and ready. And we will be checking also our rubber. Also, we are going to measure the weight of our rubber blade, as you can see in the Revolution Free racket press. This is blade number 1. Unscrew the clips, very easy to unscrew. Again, we have created perfection. Everything is firmly attached, and we are talking about top. Let's see the weight. Last night the weight was 194.08 grams. So let's see today what is the weight of this blade. Blade number 1, 193.92, and of course, if we take away the cover, we are going to be basically around 2 grams less. So this is around 192 grams in total, and this is perfect weight for intermediate to advanced players. And also some people believe that this is the ideal weight for the new generation table tennis, but is the new generation of table tennis is playing very close to the table. And basically, when you are playing very close to the table, you need to be able to twist and use your wrists very fast and have very good mobility. And if the blade is heavy, you know, if the racket is heavy, then you are risking of losing a lot of balls that you shouldn't have missed. So basically, some people prefer playing with 210 grams, some people with 185 grams. I am something in between. I believe this is the best combination, from 197 to 193 grams is the perfect weight, and the blade itself, this blade, is around 89 grams, so it's a very good combination. I mean, if you subtract the weight, the total weight from the blade weight, then you basically see that we have around 50 grams of each rubber, and then we have chemicals, glues, and our blade. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial, for watching this analysis, and always make sure to implement two blades. Leave the blade you have implemented like this, nothing happens. You can use it even after 1 year. You see nothing, a little bit small droplets in the weight, but other than that you lose no characteristics, as long as you have the original rubbers, perhaps from tabletennis11.com, and as long as you have the cover of the original rubbers left there. Okay? If you take away the cover, then you lose all the characteristics. So basically this means you have to play it in the next month or two. Okay? If you use another cover, then the characteristics stay there but decrease. So the performance of the rubber will decrease. But if you leave your blade with the rubbers like this, you lose no performance and the characteristics stay there. Please feel free to send your comments below. It's really a big honor for all of us, and for me personally, to see your support and your love for our channel. This gives to us a lot of strength to move forward, and in order to be able to implement much more better videos, we invest, and all the time we try to move forward. All this have been explained in our podcast section in the past, and also you can have a look in the tutorial playlist section. We always try to promote the Chinese table tennis approach as far as our tutorials have to do. Of course, it's a big honor for all of us that you are supporting our channel, our ideas, and basically the most successful, I would say, part of this channel is that we are having a lot of games, a lot of action for all of you, a lot of players from amateur level, from semi-professional level, from professional level. So basically it's a huge mix, and even this channel started from myself. The approach has been grown in a bigger audience, and the audience is you support it, and it's not something that has to do with promoting myself personally. We try to promote all the best action from the players I encounter with, and the best moments of the players I encounter with. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for taking your time and seeing all this analysis. It's a really big honor for all of us that you are supporting our channel. Of course, more tutorial videos, and if you want to get deeper into this video, you have to watch all the previous videos that have been uploaded in the podcast section of our channel or in the tutorial playlist. Make sure always to take your time, don't rush. You have to respect the procedure. Stay tuned in this channel, send your comments below. Thank you for your love.